How much does insurance cost for installation business? Insurance policy costs can vary depending on several factors such as type of business. Some business tend to have a higher risk, therefore they are required to pay higher insurance costs than those with a lower risk. The more your contractors use heavy equipment and tools, the higher chance to acquire an inquiry at the workplace, thus increasing insurance costs. Revenue: smaller drywall businesses will be required to pay less. The bigger the revenue, the higher insurance costs. Location can also be a deciding factor in the cost of insurance. The number of employees: the more people you have on your team, the higher the chance of accidents. Also, having a team working on multiple sites can also increase the insurance cost. Business equipment and property: more expensive tools and equipment can raise the average insurance cost for small businesses. Prices also depend on property location and size. Type of policy you want for your business: insurance costs also depend on the type of insurance policy you want for your drywall contracts. Whether it is umbrella insurance or general liability, policy is different from each other in prices. Limit, coverage and requirements. Premises liability exposures. Unsafe working environments fall under premises liability exposure. Drywall contractors are required to work in unprepared or unregulated environments. For example, slip and fall hazards are very common accidents because property owners fail to sweep the floors, stairs and yards before letting drywall contractors start their work. Also, because of the property owners' negligence, drywall contractors are exposed to robberies, break-ins and vandalism. Compared operations liability exposures. Drywall contractors are also at high risk of getting sued by property owners because of damage done by their work after the job is done. If the contractors are not careful, they can end up paying property owners a lot of money in damages. Environmental impairment liability exposures. Environmental impairment liability exposure is related to physical injuries and property damage that were done by some form of pollution. Drywall contractors are exposed environmental impairment liability exposure is related to physical injuries and property damage that were done by some form of pollution. Drywall contractors are exposed to potentially toxic materials depending on the type of materials they use and the environment they work in. Workers' compensation exposure. As mentioned above, drywall contractors usually work in small or bigger teams, thus exposing themselves to a greater risk of getting an employee injured on the job. In addition, drywall contractors are at higher risk of acquiring an injury by working with harsh materials, heavy equipment, and using a lot of force to perform work duties. Property exposures. Things can go wrong when cutting and hanging panels of wallboard. That's why drywall contractors can often damage people's property, resulting in lawsuits and financial loss. Inland marine exposures. Because drywall contractors are called to work in different locations, their equipment has to be transported to the location, usually by train or truck. That increases the chance of getting their equipment damaged or lost during the process. Commercial insurance and business industry classification. Commercial insurance, unlike personal insurance, commercial insurance is designed to protect your business from any future unwanted situations and accidents that occur in the workplace. It's designed to cover every asset of your business, including vehicles, equipment, property, tools, and employee. Business industry classification. Depending on economic activities, business industries are classified into three sectors: primary, forestry, fishing, and agriculture; secondary, manufacturing; tertiary, services. Is it worth getting this insurance? Getting home contractor insurance is a must-have for drywall contractors. It helps prevent contractors from paying for dangerous and lawsuits with their own money, resulting in devastating losses for their business and potential bankruptcy. Also, not to mention, most property owners do not want to hire drywall contractors without insurance. Finally, having drywall contractors insurance for your business will make you look professional, and it will prove you are a serious business owner. Frequently asked questions: what does drywall insurance cover, and what does it not? The most important types of insurance policies for drywall contractors are general liability insurance, workers' compensations, commercial vehicle insurance, and tools or equipment insurance to make sure you have every asset of your business covered. Most claims from homeowners are dust build-ups in HVAC systems after drywall contractors are done. General liability usually covers this type of claim, but it's always recommended that contractors use containment barriers to collect dust from the area you have worked. If a worker gets injured on the job, general liability will not cover the claim, but if you have workers' compensations insurance, your cost will be covered. General liability covers screws and nails getting stuck in drain pipes, which can lead to a fire hazard caused by a short circuit. Does insurance cover bad contractors? Unfortunately, neither general liability insurance nor homeowner insurance covers bad workmanship. There isn't a policy to cover that kind of damage. In the best case scenario, you can ask the contractor to come and fix the mistakes for free or hire another team to redo the job. What is considered poor workmanship?